just got a very quick one now, because I want to finish off the thought of the little stream of consciousness that I've been having recently. That's really important that I get it down, because it's going to change the world. So important. But I just want to get it out there, get it in paper sound. Perhaps what I spoke about is the reason religious. What the fuck? Perhaps what I spoke about is the reason religious people supposedly do better in life on all parameters that we seem to care about, but religious societies do worse on all parameters we care about. Maybe at the individual level, we are better off adhering to some form of hero ideal, and people who repeal, which is not the right word, religion, fail to adopt another ideal and suffer from a lack of guidance. Or, not guidance, but a lack of, kind of guidance, but that's not really, what's the word? Not guidance, a lack of framework to follow. You can know how to behave in most situations, but not all, and it kind of gives you just a pass to get by in those ones that you don't quite know how to. You might not behave perfectly, but you'll behave better than if you behaved without knowing at all. Oh, never mind. Anyway, if you had some kind of backup plan, kind of really, something you fall back on. Fail to adopt another ideal and suffer from a lack of guidance. While societies based on religion, Jesus Christ, if I could get the right enunciation, are unable to adopt and thus benefit from the advances facilitated by science and rationality. So really, the people who should have the absolute best existences should be those who try to embody some hero archetype found in contemporary fiction, but live in a society grounded in science and reason. There you go. So maybe what would David Copperfield do? Is a good one, but I don't know. I guess the idea behind sticking to one religious one, especially like a religion that's been around for as long as Christianity and all those other ones, is that they've survived the test of time. So David Copperfield hasn't been around for as long to see whether it manifests itself properly in the world and whether it actually works. But supposedly Christianity has been long enough so it's been tested and it's known to work, I guess. But it's a shame Christianity is so objectively flawed. Right, there we go. Take that on with you. We should probably be trying to find the best book that exists today and being like that. But we don't know what the flaws they have yet. So maybe in 2,000 years it'll turn out people will be David Copperfieldites, and then there'll be David Copperfield atheists telling you about all the things wrong with David Copperfield's story and how to improve it and stuff. And then obviously we should try to behave like the improved version of David Copperfield then. It's a work in progress. And also, just quickly, one of the things that Jordan Peterson and just generally theologians are doing by trying to, well, I only know about Jordan, I've only had time for knowing that Jordan Peterson does it, trying to extract the morals of the story. Well, everyone does it, I guess, but he did a biblical series or some shit anyway, supposedly atheists were into it or something. One of the benefits of that, I don't think that really should appeal an awful lot to people, seeing as we should probably give up on Christianity, I reckon. But trying to extract all the good bits from it and explain why they're good would be best for people who are trying to write the stories. So authors trying to find the best bits and make better stories should probably pay attention to that. So yeah, so do that. And the more people we have writing good hero stories, then the more people who are going to find one that's relatable to them and provide the best existence for themselves that also works out best for society, and hopefully we'll find something that works best for everybody. Okay, bye now. Oh baby, we got another one. Quickly. So just started listening to the Sam Harris Trumpism podcast for the third time. About 30 minutes in, and just sprung something back into my head. I thought I'd get down quickly. The thing I've always, oh my god, there's so many spelling mistakes. The thing I've always found, the thing I've always found most cryptic about what Peterson bangs on about in mythology is the order / chaos dragon underworld stuff. I realise it's all metaphorical, but when it's so detached from reality and would be so easy to put into more literal and thus relatable and comprehensible terms, and I didn't finish that sentence. I find it would just be so much better if you if you did at least did both. So he kind of just leaves it at the metaphorical level, and I guess you're supposed to infer it yourself, and fine. But at the same time, it's just not as useful. I suppose the argument could be made that I did his fight. I suppose the argument could be made that I did his fighting the serpent/dragon thing, and brought back the treasure of knowledge, being about subjective experience or whatever. So my suicidal thing, you know, I had to bear my cross of the suffering that it was and all that. But yeah, I don't know much about that. I don't think it's really helpful to think in those terms. I guess maybe it is if it stops you committing suicide in the end, and maybe you think that's a good thing. We'll see. We'll see how good existence becomes, and whether it really was worth sticking out. And whether I'm really am not convinced that existence is that much better than non-existence yet. But we'll see. We shall see. Well, we won't actually see, because you can't experience non-existence. You can find points. You can find breaks in your existence, kind of times you can't remember, being asleep or under anaesthetic and stuff like that. And you can liken it to be that, but you can't actually. Well, it's a difficult question, because you can't experience not experiencing things, right? But anyway, I'll leave it there. I shall leave it there. But yeah, actually, it's I think something that I've always noticed in myself, the thing I was talking about when I make a new friend, and you know, we start to think alike. But really, I think it's me kind of starting to adapt to thinking like them, or when I watch a TV show or whatever. I think it's kind of useful, because before I just couldn't understand Jordan Peterson at all, and I'm not sure Sam Harris does either. And I think it's largely because I started to think an awful lot like Sam Harris. But if I listen to Jordan Peterson enough, eventually I can start to think like him, and then I can understand him. So now I'm kind of starting to understand him. I'm still not convinced that he's coming to the right conclusions, or that it's as useful as he thinks it is all the time. I think it is for a lot of people, but not necessarily for me, or would be for Sam. But yeah, maybe I can be the bridge between them, you know. I can, because they're both such great minds. I think Sam's a better mind, but, you know, not denying Jordan Peterson's got some nice little attributes there. Right, now I'm done.